My name is John Cabral. I oversee marketing and advertising here at Erika Record. And I'm here with Carmen. She's the owner of Glenda's Kitchen. So, Carmen, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, Glenda's Kitchen, and how that came to fruition?
Yeah, absolutely. So my company is Glenda's Kitchen. We make gluten-free, certified gluten-free, organic, and non-GMO cookies. The company came about because my mother came up with a recipe for my sister about, I want to say like 15 years ago when gluten-free industry was like ancient. So about on my 25th birthday, I asked my mom for the recipe, and since then I started a business, and it's been about 6 years now.
Awesome. What exactly do you do that's gluten-free? Is it just cookies? Is it cakes? Is it breads? Like, what is everything that you offer?
Yeah, so we specialize in cookies. We have 5 different varieties of cookies. And so our main focus is the wholesale business. So we sell throughout New Jersey, New York, California, restaurants. And we also sell to Yankee Stadium, unfortunately, obviously not this year. But we did branch out into like ice cream cakes. We do donuts, muffins, brownies, and things like that too in our retail store.
So let's talk a little bit about what it was like working with Erika Record. What was your experience like both with us and with your sales consultant, Danielle?
Amazing. From start to finish, it was like an instant connection. I had to actually fly out to IBIE in Vegas to find the company that was in my own state, New Jersey. So this show is huge. And I mean, I don't know if you've ever been or not, but like it's like every vendor, like baking vendor under the sun. Yeah. So we met a variety of different vendors, and when I met Danielle, it's just like we clicked, and there was another vendor we were like neck and neck with, and then it just came down honestly to customer service. And I was like, you know what? I like you. Like, you're great. Like, she's so responsive with everything, and it was just like honestly like a dream working with Danielle. She was awesome, and I made a friend out of it too. Love her.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, like we try really hard to make sure that everybody is happy, they're getting the best possible service. So when we hear a story like that, it makes us happy.
Oh yeah. You
Um,
exceeded expectations.
let's talk a little bit about the machine that you bought. You bought the Formatic. So how has that changed your production? How has it even helped right now with everything that's going on and, social distancing and the whole nine yards?
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it's been amazing. Like, I honestly, I don't know what we were doing without it. It's like, I can't describe to you like the capacity that like we're doing right now. The productivity levels, especially right now, being that we have like a skeleton crew, we don't have, and we're a very small company too. We usually don't have more than like 2 to 3 people on at a time. But now lately, we've just been having one person, and without the machine, I don't know what we would do. Like, so we're able to like keep our like productivity levels the same. And I mean, in the beginning, it was scary because we didn't know if we were going to stay open, if we were going to close. We lost about 30% of our business because we sell to restaurants.
Wow.
But that being said, we've been having so much support from like the local community. We've also, we sell to grocery stores too, and they obviously have been keeping busy. So it's been keeping us busy. So to say that, like, we're very lucky and blessed to be open and be continuing our business. But our machine, if we didn't have that, there's no way we wouldn't be able to fulfill our orders.
And then for those of you who don't know, what we're talking about is the Formatic cookie machine. So this bad guy, you put some dough in the hopper up at top, and it can slug out as many cookies as you need. So it sounds like it's definitely come in handy for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I honestly, every day I'm like, what would I do without this?
So speaking of, everything that's going on, you mentioned briefly that, you were expecting to lose about 30% of your business, but how are you now? How has COVID kind of impacted your business, and where do you kind of see things as they stand?
Yeah, I mean, so the way I see things, I mean, luckily, like we are wholesale, so we've been distributing to stores. The restaurants, I feel like a lot of them maybe might not come back, being that we are more of we're not that we're not a necessity, but we have a higher price ticket item. So I think a lot of restaurants are going to be making price cuts, and I don't know if we'll be like that item to come back. But as far as the grocery stores, I think because like there's been so many things out of stock that people are like, oh, let me give this a try. And gluten-free isn't like an item that you are like, oh, I want to try this. You know, a
Yep.
lot of people are afraid to go gluten-free or to try anything that's gluten-free because they probably had something gluten-free and it was bad or whatever it is. But our cookies are amazing, so I'm not being biased at all.
You're
So
right, actually, because when you were working with Danielle, she brought a little bit back to the office, and everybody loved your cookies. So
oh, that's so
they're phenomenal.
thank you. Yeah, and there's no additives, no preservatives, no binding agents. We're 100% natural. But I think that there was a lot of like empty like things on the shelves that people were like, oh, well, let me try this, because a lot of people too like don't know like when they're going back to the grocery store, or you know, they don't want to be going out a lot, so they're like, I might as well just try this. So we have noticed an increase in sales in the grocery stores, which is awesome. And I hope it just like maintains it. And I think it will, because we've been having a lot of people like now calling, and even there's this Facebook market, what is it, the Facebook page, it's called Curbside Pickup, and it's a local
Okay.
thing in our area where people have been posting Glenda's Kitchen, like for gluten-free needs. And the people that have to be gluten-free, I think, are now like, oh, I never heard of you. And now the name's getting out there too. So we've been definitely getting the direct to consumer out there too.
Where can people find you? Like, what grocery stores are you in?
Yeah, so we're located in New Jersey. So we sell to all the Sacred ShopRites in
Okay.
New Jersey. We're in a couple of Whole Foods. So if you actually go to our website and type in your zip code, you can
Yep.
find the closest store near you. Like I said, we're in Yankee Stadium, but not this year right now. And you can also order online, and we're in food towns and a lot of like local markets too.
What was that journey like? Because often you kind of hear about people trying to get into a supermarket, and that's kind of like, it's a difficult process. It's not necessarily that you just, knock on somebody's door and you're in the supermarket. There's a whole process
Right.
in terms of being able to get there. But what was that journey like for you?
Yeah, it was, I mean, I came from a background of fashion. So I went to fashion school and dropped out and came home and started making cookies. So go figure. But
No
it
complaints
was
here.
right. So it was definitely a process, and one that I had no clue. I basically went door to door and I was like, here are my cookies. I was like a Girl Scout, you know, I'm like, you want to buy them? Like, how does this work? And like, luckily, like the first customer that I had was like, he was such a nice guy. And like, he kind of walked me through the process. He's like, all right, this isn't how it works, but this is what you got to do. But like getting into like corporate stores, like Whole Foods, it took me about 9 months to get into Whole Foods, you
Wow.
know, and just having like the proper labels and everything. And like, that was another thing that I didn't know, but it's a learning process. But it's very like, you know, you win some, you lose some. And if you have a good product, you don't really have to push it that hard. And
Yep.
we've been very lucky that, you know, our product does sell.
All right. So, you mentioned that you're in grocery stores, you have your website. What is your distribution channel like? Where else can people find you?
Yeah, so we're trying to get into a couple more distributors right now. We're on this site called The Good Trends, and they're basically an online distribution center. They're great people to work with. And we're also doing like a home shopping network called Shop HQ. So we're going to be doing like right now, since I can't fly out there, we're going to be doing like kind of like a Zoom call like this. And I'll just be talking about the product, and there'll be great deals on there. It's
Cool.
to be announced right now. So we'll see.
So, in terms of, any tips that you might have for other bakers who are kind of looking to break into the business, or even right now, they're trying to survive what's going on with
Yeah.
COVID and with, what the future holds. What type of advice do you have?
Keep pushing. That's like the one thing, like, you know, there's so many times that I just want to like give up, and I'm like, I can't do this. What am I doing? You know, but like, I always tell myself, if that person can do it, I can do it, you know? And if you keep like, you know, you have that perseverance in you, and you just got to keep on going. That's the only advice I have is like, just don't give up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank you again for joining us and, letting us be a part of your journey, and also sharing your journey with, everyone who is going to be seeing this video. Once again, I'm John Cabral from Erika Record, and this is Carmen Petruzuli from
Glenda's Kitchen in New Jersey.
Perfect. And what's the website? So if people want to check out your products and they want to buy anything, where can they go?
Yeah, it's
The URL.
www.glendaskitchen.co. So it's not .com, it's just .co.
Perfect. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Carmen. I appreciate it. And we'll be in touch.
All right. Thanks, John.
Perfect. Talk to you soon. Bye.